Hi guys, welcome back. We're obviously back in Elite Dangerous. If you watched the last video that I recorded, you'll have seen me starting out on a very long journey because I wanted to go to see a station called Pratchetts Disk, which was named after my favourite author, a chap called Terry Pratchett, who died earlier this year. You'll also have seen me make a complete mess of it because I set off not really appreciating the amount of fuel I would need and ended up in the middle of nowhere with no fuel and no stations to refuel from. What I hadn't really taken into account was that I shouldn't have done such a long journey without a couple of pieces of equipment. So after I self-destructed my ship and went back to my starting station, I decided to buy a couple of new things. Firstly, I bought a larger fuel tank, and secondly, I bought a fuel scoop. Now the fuel scoop, what happens with the fuel scoop is you sort of sit in the corona of a star, as you can see we are just now, and it sucks fuel from the star, and if you get it sort of right, then you'll end up not overheating, but you'll end up bringing fuel in. So you can see at the moment we're at 57% heat, and we're bringing in 12.4, I don't know what that is, tons, units, something's of fuel per second. And that has allowed me to do the whole 30 jump journey from the start until here. I didn't record all that because it was mostly just jumping from system to system. However, we're here, we're in HIP 74290, and this is the system where, if I bring up my targets, we will find Pratchetts Disk. And so we're going to go and have a little look around. I have done a little bit of scanning in this sector so that I know sort of what the astronomical objects are, but I haven't done too much, and so we shall head off and see what we see. Now I kind of expected Pratchetts Disk to be one of the big chunky space stations, but it looks like it's one of the ring-shaped ones, which I guess makes sense. It's a bit more disk-like than the alternative. Obviously it's not the same as the Discworld, but close enough. I'll also hopefully be able to show you the docking computer that will automatically dock us with the station. Let's just see if anything's happening around here. We'll use the Discovery Scanner. 7 new astronomical objects. I think they're useful to sell on elsewhere. You can sell cartographical information in other systems. You have to be at least 20 light years away from where you got the data though. And why is that telling me to slow down already? Am I too close to something? I'm still about 2 minutes away from the station, so it can't be to do with that. Now when we get to the station, if I request docking permission and then stop the ship, the docking computer will take over, and assuming that it doesn't make a mess of it by bumping into anything, it should take us inside the station and straight to our docking bay. I don't want to overshoot this, which is my normal trick. Oh, pants. That's somebody's trying to intercept me. What you need to do for this is head towards the blue escape vector. It's a sort of a mini game. If you can escape before they can finally get you. Oh no, they do have me. So who is it?
Under attack.
Manage this. That's a bit annoying. I was hoping for a nice peaceful journey into the disc. Why are you guys not getting a lock? There we go. Doing too badly. He doesn't seem to be landing many hits on us, and unless I'm mistaken, his shields are nearly down. Oh, what's that? Is that chaff? Flares? Please don't let them be missiles. Oh, so this guy, if I look in the bottom left, this guy is wanted by the Ankh Guards, which I guess is like the Ankh-Morpork City Guards. And Ankh-Morpork's the major city on the disc. So it looks like they've themed some of the stuff around here.
Shields offline.
My shields are off.
Taking damage.
It's not good.
Cannot comply. Frameshift charge detected.
Is he gonna frame shift out? He's gone. Okay. Wow, okay, so he decided to bail out. Right, well let's get back on track.
Charging.
Oh, I'm being scanned? I want to get out of here. I don't want to discover who that is. That's a System Authority vessel. Everything looks fine, Commander. Have a good day.
4, 3,
Being checked out by the police there.
1. Engage.
Right, how far is this? Couple of light seconds. 22 light seconds. So we're coming in a bit fast. We want to be starting to slow down. Are we going to overshoot it? Probably. Yep, there we go. It's always the way. Speed's coming down nicely actually. Usually they overshoot. Although it's a bit of a pain, it does mean that your speed's down enough for when you come back to it. Can't believe that I got attacked in the middle of nowhere. Okay, speed is good. Just need the distance to be good, and then we can drop out of Super Cruise. Or is it Hyper Cruise? I can never remember. Oh! It is Super Cruise, and here is Pratchetts disc. Oh, lovely. Okay, so let's head up to the door, which is usually this end of the station. And we will request docking permission.
Docking request granted.
And then we slow down for automatic docking. No, I'm not doing any of this. The system is doing this all for me, so I'm Oh, listen to the music. So yeah, I'm not doing any of this stuff. The docking computer is doing it all for me.
Landing gear deployed.
What I don't like is it's pretty rough in its movements, and so you end up sort of plopping down on your docking bay. I'm usually fairly slow and careful when I come down, but this thing just sort of hurls you down. There we go.
Successful. Engines disengaged.
Wow, so here we are. This is Pratchetts Disk. This is the station I wanted to come and see. This is the one that they named shortly after Terry Pratchett's death. And just as a little memorial to him in the game, Terry Pratchett is a huge name in British literature, especially amongst geeks or nerds or whatever you want to call them. And I don't say that as any kind of an insult. I most definitely consider myself to be a geek. He is a huge figure in sort of sci-fi and fantasy, and you can understand why those would be the kind of people who then go on to work on this game. So let's see what we've got here. I wonder if it's just a normal station. Firstly, it will repair and refuel, and then we'll have a little look at the firstly, let's maybe look at the cartographics, and we'll sell off any data that we've picked up on the way here. Ah. Okay. I don't know why I don't have any information there. That's strange. Let's have a look at the bulletin board then. So we have help to repair our station in the name of the Ankh Guards, which, as I've said, I think is a nod to the Ankh-Morpork City Watch. Also help repair our station in the name of the Ankh Guard. Charity begins. Oh, that's from One Man, One Vote, which that's One Man, One Vote is kind of the political setup in Ankh-Morpork, where the city is run by a guy called Lord Vetinari, who's the patrician, and they have a kind of a democracy where it's one man, one vote. There is one man who has the vote, and it's Lord Vetinari. He has the one vote. So we need, I wonder if we can pick up a mission here. Emergency couriers required. We need medical samples delivering urgently. Samples contain part of the genetic information they need to help synthesize a cure. Hurry, lives are relying on your speedy delivery. 24 minutes. How far away is that? "250 light years? In 24 minutes? There's no way. I wonder if there's actually just nothing around here, though. Yeah, that's even further back, isn't it? My goodness. See, I think that was part of my problem when I was trying to get here. This whole area in between, this whole area around here is just sort of dead. There's nothing in it. And so now that I'm here, I wonder if actually all I can do is head back. I don't know. But anyway, we will perhaps worry about that another time, because I have made it to where I wanted to be, to Pratchetts Disk. I wanted just to show you this. Also wanted to show you the fuel scoop in action. Actually, one thing I will show you is what I did to the ship, which was I had in this slot where it's now a fuel scoop was one of my cargo holds, and in this slot, which is a 4 ton, yeah, it is tons, isn't it? A 4 ton fuel tank. That was the other cargo hold. So at the moment, actually, I can't carry any cargo. What I probably don't need is that second fuel tank because I've got the fuel scoop. So I could just go and scoop as much as I need from the local stars. But yeah, that's what I had to do. I had to make sure I had additional fuel carrying capacity and also the ability to refuel in flight. Anyway, that's all I'm going to show you just now. I just wanted to very quickly show you the Pratchetts disk station and have a little look around. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you found it at least mildly entertaining. If you have been watching, thanks very much, and come back again next time when I promise, we will try and do an actual mission.